Joe in real life. So I failed at the burpee war. I'm out. It's been 5 years since I've had to drop from the burpee war. And I feel disappointed, but also free and relieved. um, yeah, I don't know. This morning during my meditation, I was thinking about the point of all this. When I, I've got this like hot juice feeling in my neck. You know what I'm talking about. Like, it doesn't hurt, but when I turn my head by surprise, I get that injection of hot juice. And I can't do burpees on that. I just can't do it. Burpees, in some respect, are the repeated motion of moving your neck by surprise. I mean, that just isn't going to work out. So I'm out. I'm out. But like exercise in general, like, what am I doing this for? Why am I at this every day? And I know the answer to that question, but I sometimes have to like really sit, pun intended or not unintended, but you know, adjacently intended. I sometimes have to sit with it and really process why. And it occurred to me that, at least recently, I just don't like what I'm doing, you know? I'm not having fun, and I'm not interested in what I'm working towards. Now, that doesn't mean the squat every day thing. Weirdly, I am still invested in that. I've been loving the loaded progressive stretch sort of reconfiguration of that thought. Like I'm not trying to get the heaviest squat I can every day. I'm trying to get a challenging loaded progressive stretch in that bottom position. And that like shift in my mind has been hugely beneficial to my motivation. But everything like overhead press, bench, deadlift, I don't want to do them. I just don't want to do them. I know that I need them, and weirdly, my body likes them. And when I'm doing them, I feel pretty motivated to keep doing them. But the rest of my day, I'm never thinking about them, or when they do come up, it's with a sense of mild dread. And that's in conflict with my priorities, you know? So, anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but here's the thought. Here's the current thought. I'm going to take the weekend. My weekend starts tonight. And I'm going to rethink my priorities. I want to work progressive overload style towards stuff I care about, towards stuff I'm interested in. And these are my rough draft thoughts. Antagonistically, I want to work pull-ups and squats. I want to do old school strongman lifts. I just do. And I want to do straight arm work. I've been binging Range of Strength. I love Bromley and I love Range of Strength. And I've been binging both their stuff lately. A few of you have commented in the past that you also follow these guys, or at least a lot of my viewers also watch Bromley. He's fucking great. I think he's the soberest voice in strength sports on any platform that I know about. I'm really feeling Range of Strength lately too. His YouTube presence is pretty small, but his Instagram is kind of blowing up. And he's also got some really, really cool, interesting ideas that just look fun to me, you know? And And that's really what I need. Like, I keep getting caught up in this game of like, part of me wants to chase a bigger and bigger number. And periodically, I have to step back and look at that guy and be like, why? Like, why are you doing that? What? I would love to squat 3 plates. I don't even own 3 plates, but I would love to squat 3 plates. And I'm not ashamed of that desire. I'm not ashamed of that, like, peripheral kind of goal. But when I really take a step back and look at it, why? Why do I want that? Like, part of the answer is because it's cool. Like, it would just be fun to do. I haven't done that since I was a man in my 20s, long before this host of injuries that have kind of hobbled me. And it would be fun to reclaim that old benchmark. Okay. Well, that's not a petty reason. I mean, that I feel like somewhat connected to that and somewhat enlivened by it. But outside of that, why? Because I know the truth of that goal too, right? The truth is I hit that goal and the next moment I want 350, 365, 405. So is it for that one moment? Because here's something ugly too. Sometimes before I hit the goal, when I know the goal is achievable and possible, the line moves. Before I even hit it, I don't even get that moment satisfaction. I start getting close to 315, and then the brain's like, not good enough. 325, 335. That's the new line that you have to step over. And I know some of you train that way and live that way. And like, I'm not picking on you. But for me, for my body, that's a fool's errand. Like, the end result of that, the logical conclusion of that process is not me hitting my goals. It's me in the hospital. like that's just how that works, because I've done it before, you know? Like, the wall, the metaphorical wall that I hit is not a metaphor. It's a real wall, and it's represented by tissue damage. Like, that's not a good idea for me. I don't know why I'm rambling on about it, but I need different goals. I need to enjoy this. Especially if they're like, hey man, you chase enjoyment, you're gonna get hurt too. Yeah, but I enjoyed it, right? Like I'm okay. Like, it's fine to get hurt. That's part of the taxes of being alive. There's no problem with me getting hurt. You know, you use your body, you're gonna hurt your body. It's nothing. There's no other way to think about it, right? But I can't have a miserable time using my body and then hurt it to have an even more miserable time. Like, that's no hedge. It just doesn't work out. So I rambled. This fits into the category of my pseudo-philosophical rants, I suppose. I'm going to take it easy for a couple more days, and then we're going to do something fun. And I don't know what it looks like yet. I reserve the right to change my mind. I really like that 8 sets of 2, 3 sets of 6 idea Bromley put up a few days ago. That kind of old school block periodization. And I think I could work on something like that. I really think I could. But like I said, I might change my mind. I almost certainly will. I love you guys. I'll show you some squats in a second. Stay tuned. What is that, a 10-minute rant? Yeah, nobody's listening to this. All right, see you soon. Okay, so this is my whole squat workout. The whole thing at 2 times speed. Just some loaded progressive stretching in the front squat, really. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of out of it right now because my shoulder hurts pretty bad. And I don't know why I chose front squats. I guess I thought the back squat stretch would be worse. Um, Actually, now that I'm really thinking about it, it would have been worse. It would have definitely been worse. And it was just like it's like deep in my neck on the right side, and it was less painful than nauseating, you know? I'd get down on that bottom position and I'd have to build torque to pop up, and I would feel like a mild urge to throw the weight off of me and throw up. So that's not good, right? Um, Still, I was able to hit my minimum, and I'm really glad that I've only upped my minimum by 5 pounds. Um, because that was the ceiling of what I could have handled today. Like, I tried to pause with 155 in the bottom, and I really couldn't. I couldn't risk it. Like, the pressure, that's what it was. It was like under the load, there was this feeling that the pressure was building behind a levee inside of me, and that if it got any higher, I'd puke. That the levee was holding back a torrent of vomit, and um, and if I pushed it, I was gonna lose it. It's ironic because I had nothing in my stomach but coffee. But looking at these squats, they look okay. Like, I don't seem to be reacting really to the injury, near as I can see. And that makes me think it's in the pinched nerve family, entrapment family, which maybe if I do some gliding, some mobility, I'll get some relief from it. Hopefully, it's just the kind of pinched nerve thing. I know that it was minor yesterday, but I had to take 2 relatively long bike rides to and from town, and weirdly, more than my exercise, the bike rides caused me problems. That's where I actually felt pain, like proper pain. Um, so that's like a static hold and isometric, with some adjustments. And I guess it's less isometric because you're making small, quick adjustments. And yeah, okay. Now that I'll tell you what, I'll tell you one thing that's really cool about having an online video journal is that you talk your ideas out loud and you overhear yourself. And I'm overhearing myself right now, and it's like it's the little adjustments. It's not the stress of the bike. It's not holding the handlebars. It's these little unpredictable, uncertain adjustments with varying degrees of torque and stability. And that's nice. It's a nerve. It's a nerve then, for sure. Um, and like now that I'm like editorializing, I can feel that that's true. Like I stopped moving and I have this gentle throbbing, but it's not painful. It's just like this da dunk, da dunk, da dunk, da dunk. Like I can feel my heartbeat in my like right scapula or clavicle rather, like just underneath it. And that's pretty weird, right? like, I don't know. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Um, anyway, this is it for today, guys. I've been a lazy loser lately. I've been giving you more book reviews than workouts, but I'm going to shape that up. I've got high confidence that my arm is going to loosen up over this weekend. And starting Sunday, man, I'm going to be I don't know what it looks like yet, but I'm going to be working something cool. And I'm going to work on these weaknesses, man. I'm going to work on hip and shoulder hypertrophy, strength. Um, Try to patch over some of these holes. I feel like I made great progress in the last year. And the downside of that progress is that, like, my weakest links haven't adapted. So I'm going to work on that. Anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other.